Hi, welcome back everyone. What I will be showing you today is how I designed these Halloween birthday mini cookie wrappers. So what I used to design these wrappers is Silhouette Studio. I have the business edition, but they do have a free version on their website if you want to go ahead and download it. Now I already have a template that I have made that I open up whenever I am going to start a new design. But if you are starting completely from scratch, then let me go ahead and give you the dimensions. For the complete wrapper, the size of it is 8.4 inches by 6.25 inches. So what you would do is create a square, and then you want to measure it out 8.4 by 6.25. Okay, and we are going to turn it. Okay, so then this inner square, I use it to guide me so that I know where to design the front portion. This is the front, and the top and bottom are the back when it folds over, when you assemble the wrapper. So for this one, we're gonna create another square, and this one is going to be 6.25 by 3.667. Okay, now I'm going to grab both of these and I'm going to center them. Now on this video I'm not going to be explaining in very much detail, what all of these little icons mean. I'll try to explain them as I go, but if you want a more detailed version or detailed explanation of how to work this software, then let me know in the comments and I can do that for you. But this is mainly just to show you how I designed the wrapper, and if you already know a little bit of how this software works, then you will be fine. But most softwares do work fairly similar, so you should be okay. So after that, what I'm gonna do is these side edges. Now this is what you see where it's going to be put together on the sides. So for this one, we are going to do another square or rectangle. The height is going to be 8.4, and this one I already have it set for my width to be 0.363. Now if you do want it a little bit thicker on the sides, then you can always just adjust it this way. Okay, but what I'm gonna do is the 0.363, and once you have that one, you're just gonna hit this little button here and it's gonna duplicate it, and then you're just going to align it here, and there you go. So this is your template. Save that as your template for any new design that you're going to do. Now I already have the nutrition facts that I typed out, that you can do as well. Or I know a lot of Etsy sellers already sell like nutrition facts or labels pre-made, so you can do that as well. But I already have mine there. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. So to start designing, what I'm gonna do first is select both of my edges, And I'm gonna go to the color palette, go to the fill pattern. This is a solid color. This is gradient colors if you want to do that. And this is fill. This program already comes with a few backgrounds already, but I have some uploaded that I use. And I'm looking for the black glitter. So I'm going to put that. And I think that looks okay, but if you would want to change it, if you wanted to make it maybe grainier or have it zoom in, you're going to change it with the scale here. So if you want to make it zoom in, or if you want maybe more glitter on there, but I think that looks okay. For the background color, right now there's no color. You see that that's just the outline of it. So I'm gonna do it white. I'm gonna make this one white. And once I move it back here, I mean, you're not gonna really be able to tell, but it is white. I'm gonna try to align it there. Okay, so as far as the clip arts that you're gonna put on your design, you can get them, I mean, from Google if they're not copyrighted, or you can purchase them from Etsy. You can purchase them from a lot of different websites. So what I have, I already created a folder with my designs in there. So I'm just going to go to File. I'm gonna merge, and I'm gonna use all of these. So I'm going to merge that one. I am merging the pumpkin, the pot, the hat, and then the ghosts. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I know that I want this spider web in the corner. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to resize it to what I, think is going to look good. And then my next step before I start doing any of this, I am going to move these out of the way, and then I will start putting my text of what I want it to say. So for this one, it is a Halloween birthday theme. So I'm going to type out happy birthday Ariani. And so this one, I want it to be black, and I want it to be centered. And for the font that I used on this one, let me see, I think it's this one. Okay, so this is the font that I used for that wrapper. And then if you double click this, you'll see this line here where you can just move it over. So they can go to the other line, or you could also just go here and hit enter. But here I'm going to put 9th. I forgot to add the H. So there you go. Happy 9th birthday, Ariani. So I'm going to want this somewhere here. This little green dot will let you move it, tilt it back and forth. So I'm going to put that there. And then we can do the hat. And you kind of just start putting everything, where you think it looks good. If you have to resize stuff, you can do that. Like this one, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. So the hat can fit. Let's do the cauldron, the pot down here. And then I'm going to duplicate that one as well, because I want to put one here. But for this one, I want the words to be put on top. So I'm gonna select it, right click it, and we are going to bring to front. Now I do have a white square under that whenever I do like, I don't know, any other type of color, that way it stands out. But what I'm gonna do is ungroup it, and I want that white square gone. And this all just depends on how your nutrition facts are set up. So I'm gonna group them together too, that way I can move them all during one time. And so they have moved to the front. So it'll move it to where it's layered, the nutrition facts, and then the pot, and then the wrapper. Okay, so that's done. Up here, I do want it to say, thank you for coming. So I'm gonna type that out. And I want this also to be black. And for this one, if I go to my font icon here, I want it this one. This one is called Buttercup Sample. So I'm gonna move it here. I can resize it by either changing the number here or just this corner. If you try to resize it with this one, it's not really resizing it, it's kind of just smashing it together. So we will go ahead and do that. Oh, undo. Okay. Center it. And I don't know if you can tell, but everything that I do, because this is a cutting software for a Cameo, it has cut lines. So it does have an outline of red lines, but you won't see that whenever you go and print it out or print PDF. But if that bothers you, you can always hit this line button and this one where it has no outline. You can do that for this one as well. But it doesn't bother me very much, so there you go. So we're gonna put that there. And then for the back, I do want to put a pumpkin here. And then I'm gonna do another one and put it down here. Okay, so then I think that looks good for that portion. Let me zoom out. This I don't need anymore. So then this one, sometimes when you get images off of the internet, they come like this with a transparent background, which is a PNG. Or like this. So what this software lets me do is I'm going to trace this one because I do only want this one. So the yellow lines will tell me what it's going to trace. And then I'm going to hit trace and detach. That way it'll grab it off of there. And there you'll see it cut it out of the picture here. This one, it got a little bit of that other one, so we're going to delete that. We don't need it. And then, so this one I want to put here, but it's leaning. You can leave it like that, or I want mine leaning the other way. So if I right click it, if I flip horizontally, it'll flip it the other way. And then I want it to kind of be popping out. Okay, so then here, for it not to be on this black part here, again, what I'm gonna do is click on this, right click it, and I'm gonna move it to the front. bring to front. So that'll move it over the little ghost. After that, I think the only thing that is left is just to add the little spiders all around. Now I don't have a spider clip art, and I want to use this same one that is on here. So what I'm going to do is select the spider web. I'm going to duplicate it so it gives me another one. I'm going to make it bigger. And for this one, I'm going to use this little knife tool right here. And I'm going to cut it right here. And you'll see that should have, oh no. So I will have to trace it first actually. And you know that you need to trace it if you just get these 4 points on here. It didn't truly bring it in as an SVG or a cut file. So I am going to trace it really quick. And again, if you use this program, this is something that you might already know how to do. And if you don't use the program, I'm sorry if I'm going too fast. Just let me know again if you would like me to go into detail about the features on this program. It's my favorite one to use. So here, I just want to trace, I'm going to just trace the outline of the whole thing. So I'm going to choose this one. It's going to trace the inside and the outsides. So it traced it, and you see if I move this, there's the outline that technically the machine is going to think it's going to cut, but I'm going to delete that one. And then this one I will make black. And there you go. And let me double click it so you see all the points now of where the machine thinks it's going to cut it. If you're going to cut it for like a t-shirt, vinyl, stuff like that. Right now the points really don't matter for a print, but that's that would be a completely different video on how to edit points and explain all that to you. So now I'm going to take the knife tool. I'm going to cut it here, and then we'll see if that worked. Oh, I grabbed a knife. There we go. I don't want this. I'm going to zoom in real quick, and here's where the editing of the points, because I see a little point there where I cut it. So I'm just going to delete these. And I think maybe that looks a little bit better. Let's make that curvy. Okay. So I'm going to group the eyes and the spider together. And then I'm just going to kind of put them where I think they go. I'm gonna put another one up here. And then I just keep duplicating them. And you can resize them, you can make them bigger, smaller. You could flip them. That's pretty much it. You just kind of add and design it how you want. The more you do it, the easier it'll get. I'll tell you that much. And the faster you'll get at doing it. But there you go. That is it. After that, you can just go ahead and print directly to your printer, and you will get the right sizing. If you want to see how to actually wrap the mini cookies, I do have a different video that I will link below. That way you can go ahead and watch that one and see how to actually assemble the wrapper. But let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on my next video. Bye.